I'm Tom Vasel, and welcome to Lookback. This is a show where I go back a year, 5 years, and 10 years ago and tell you about the games I reviewed then and what I think of them now. So we'll start with a year ago. First of all, Dark Legacy: The Rising, one of the worst games I've ever played. It's not an exaggeration. It is everything bad about games put together. A 20-sided die, how much mana you get to spend each turn, super generic theme, a mix of CCG with a role-playing. It is a humongous mess. Master of the Galaxy, I really wanted to like this one, where you pull cubes from a bag and place them on a board and do actions based on those, but it's a convoluted mess, unfortunately. News at 11. This is not really even a game. It's kind of a little activity, which is basically making up news stories. It's fun, but I can't really recommend it, really. It's just, I could just tell you to write a silly story on my own. Trap Words. This is a dungeon crawl type word game, and I think the word game's a little more convoluted than I would have preferred. I like a lot of the party games that CG puts out. This one, though, didn't really cut it for me. Hasp. This is a trick-taking game, really generic, really simple, and it's okay, but there was nothing about it that really grabbed me. Once it's 7, this one needed better components. Again, you're trying to control areas. I like the theming of it, the Wild West type theme, but at the end of the day, it was just okay. God's Forge was almost good. It's a game where you're playing these cards, and it almost has a feel of a CCG in a box. Again, it's okay. Temporal Odyssey. This is a 2-player level 99 game. Again, I like a lot of the concepts in this. I felt like I had to look at the rules too many times over the course of this for it to flow as smoothly as I wanted it to. You may think I didn't like any games from a year ago, but I played the expansion to Merlyn Arthur. This was a nice expansion. Gave everyone an extra die, extra things to do on your turn. That's fun. Dice Throne Season 2 was phenomenal. I like Dice Throne Season 1, but Dice Throne Season 2 not only stepped it up a notch component-wise, like amazing, but also just the characters felt very involved. Really enjoyed this one. And Once Upon a Castle. Once Upon a Castle is a roll and write for kids. And it's really well done. They get to draw their own castle as they roll dice and pick things. Fantastic game, one of the best kids games ever made. 5 years ago, I took a look at Pints of Blood. This is basically based on Shaun of the Dead. As far as I can tell, you're in a pub fighting off zombies, but it is a mess. It's a mess. Secret Moon. This is Seiji Kanai's sequel to Love Letter. It's just not that good. They're trying to make it like with the love theme and then the werewolf and mixed with Love Letter. It just wasn't as good as the first game. Galactic Arena. Run around and fight people in arena. Just not a very good game. Province. This one's okay. It's one that I enjoyed. I dropped it down a little bit because I'm not as anxious to play it these days. Nyeh. This one has moved up slightly for me. I know Z likes this one more than me. From Blue Orange Games, it's actually called a Kaya most of the time now. It's a little cute, abstract, really pretty. I just feel like there's a little bit of fluff to it. There's not a ton in the game. Heat is from Mahdi, a little micro game of sorts. One thing I find interesting about this one is it's like no one talks about it anymore. Mahdi has made many games that people still bring up. Heat kind of has faded away. Same with Video Game High School. This is from Plaid Hat Games. It's based on a YouTube series, and it's okay. It works fine, but unless you're a big fan of that series, I'm not sure you'll like this one as much. You're basically getting stats to go out and do different video game challenges. Nice production, though. Hyperborea. Now this one I want to play again. It is a bag building game where you pull stuff from a bag and then you go around and attack people on a board. And at the time I thought it was very enjoyable, but I didn't think it was great. But I keep wanting to go back. There's something that's drawing me back. I'm going to have to check this one out again. Manimals. This is an interesting game where you flip over a card and you have to find animals on the board with that characteristic. It's a very simple little card game. It's actually pretty good, and it's one that you can use for educational and fun purposes. But wait, there's more. A fantastic party game. Really like this one. As you try to sell stuff, but then there's a catch that you don't know about, and then you got to somehow fit that in. But wait, there's more. It also runs out of batteries. But that's good for the environment. Whatever it is, fantastic party game. 10 years ago, I did not review any games, so I guess I'm done here. Thanks so much for watching Look Back. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and this is the Dice Tower.